Let's be crystal clear right now. The main culprits for this gang stalking, targeted individual stuff, it's the shadow government, the federal government, the Freemasons, Eastern Stars, and the police, because they all work together. They're all in cahoots, they're all synonymous with one another. So I just want to make that crystal clear that that's who's behind this gang stalking, Zerzet Zung, organized covert harassment, silent dagger, white glove, and you can go look up these terms because there's lots of information. It's important that people educate themselves on this because this is going on. This is a silent war that's being fought all around you. And a lot of people listening to this are going to even know what I'm talking about, but may be a part of it. So let's raise the awareness and make this information public because it could save your life. Now let's get into it. What you got to understand is these governments here are corrupt. These governments are ran by secret societies, Freemasons. These are satanic, demonic worshipping societies, which this country was founded on. Eastern Stars, Freemasons. They have clubs like the Lions Clubs, and usually these are ran by Anglo-Saxon, Caucasian males. Usually in their elderly ages. But they do hire a lot of people to carry out their dirty work. They hire a lot of immigrants. They even hire like high school kids because they're a little bit desperate. And they'll hire these people to do what's called gang stalking. Gang stalking is organized harassment where they target people, they target their life, they target their relationships, they sabotage their work. They just constantly surveil, stalk, and harass. They might do things like move like neighbors into your apartment building or your house, or they'll do things like they'll bribe like your family members, they'll bribe like your partners, your friends, just complete strangers. But they have an agenda, and their agenda is to take out the targeted victim. And essentially their goal is to get the target and take themselves out. This comes from what's called Zerzet Zung, which was the Eastern Germany's Cold War secret police. And these people are European as well, so they're just copying their kind of infrastructure, how that worked. Zerzet Zung translates in German to, the corrosion or the breaking down of a person. But that's what they want to do. They're breaking people down. They usually target people who are truth tellers. They target people who may have, spoke out against the establishment, or people they see as a threat to the control mechanisms they have implemented in the society. So if you're awake, like Neo in the Matrix, you might be targeted, and your life is going to be like the Truman Show. Like nothing's going to be real. Like people around you are going to be fake. They're going to try to put you away on fake charges. They're going to build these false cases against you, because the police are all Freemasons, so they're all involved, they're all corrupt. They're going to plant evidence on you, or they're going to, forge documents. They're going to do all sorts of things, fraud, all in your name, just to get you punished for it, because that's what they're doing. They've been doing this for a long time too. They've been doing this for hundreds of years. Don't just take my word for it. You can even look it up yourself. They also target followers of Christ. So in these days and ages, if you're a man of faith and belief, spiritual, if you have gifts, chances are you're probably going to be on these Freemasons watch list, like they're watching you, because you have something that they don't and they want it. But yeah, it's like sadism. They do all sorts of weird stuff. They follow you, they stalk you, they harass you, they poison your food, they try to get you put in the psych ward, because meanwhile they're doing all this stuff to you. They're causing severe depression and anxiety in your life and stressing you out. And then they want to try to put you in the mental institution, but they're the ones that are behind it, causing it, because they're all corrupt. But yeah, they do things too, like they poison your air ducts. They do that, put gases in it. They use a drug, what's called scopolamine. If you look up scopolamine, it comes from a plant, the Bruadonga plant in Colombia. And what that does is it essentially turns you into a zombie, and you become very subject to influence. Like, people can recommend something to you and you're gonna do it. But it's important you guys know this information, because they're doing this to people, and it's only a matter of time before they're doing it to everybody. It's like they're testing this on the target individuals, but their goal is to do it to everybody. They're also doing Nazi Germany type of stuff. When people are sleeping, people are getting drugged in their sleep, people are getting essayed in their sleep, they're getting raped in their sleep. It's really like evil, demonic, satanic, ritualistic stuff. Narcissistic abuse. And we gotta be mindful, because these people can't go anywhere for help. They go to the police. Well, the police are in on it. They're just gonna gaslight them. They go to the ambulance, the hospital. They're in on it. A lot of them are privy to the system. They go to counselors, therapists. Anywhere they go, everywhere they go, people are usually compromised. And you try to tell people about this, and they'll say, like, you're crazy, or this is like out of a movie. Yeah, we're well aware this sounds crazy, but this is the reality, and this is the time that we're living in right now. There's a lot of people, there's hundreds of thousands of victims of this gang-stalking, target individual, narcissistic abuse. Look it up for yourself. They also use like nerve agents and toxins and gases, and they'll even like work with businesses. They'll work with like public facilities, just places that you frequent. And what they'll do is they'll disguise it as like a investigation. So they'll say like you're on a terrorist watch list, or you're some dangerous threat to society, or they'll conjure up some false charges on you just to gain like people's support, where people actually think they're helping these people. Meanwhile, they're just inflicting violence on innocent people. Yeah, it's really bad. It's getting like Cold War. It's just like the fall of Europe all over again. And remember, like, Canada's a European state. Essentially, it's a colony of Europe. These are European tactics that they're using, and it's just like that's how these people roll. It's what they do. It's all about control to them, right? They don't really care about people. They don't care about people's well-being. And these people are so corrupt, these police, that they'll coach and they'll stage scenarios with people, even involving innocent children. Yeah, they'll even do that to try anything to try to frame the target individual, so they can gather as many fake, false police reports as possible, so that way it justifies them to enforce illegal investigations on the people. Meanwhile, they're not investigating the people, they're torturing them, because that's what this is. This program is a torture program. They're psychologically, even physically and mentally and spiritually attacking these people, because it really is spiritual warfare. You go look this stuff up and you'll see so much information on this. This is not just, it's like public news right now. And the MK Ultra and the CIA and all of their experiments, illegal, inhumane experiments, are being exposed. And they'll target the people's resources. They'll target these people's healthcare providers, social workers, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrics. And it's even said that some people have stated that they think like the psychiatric doctors are in on it, and they're the ones that are designing this program to target these innocent people, to get them out of the way, because these people are a threat to the powers that be who are in control. But they do all sorts of weird tactics, like they hack all your devices, all your passwords, your email, your phone, your social media accounts, all compromised. They start smear campaigns, so they'll even get like whole communities to spread rumors about you, just to cause harm to the targeted individuals' lives, just to perpetuate harm and blame and focus and attention from what these people are actually doing. Because when you study narcissistic abuse, you see this whole program. This is what it is. It's narcissistic abuse. Smear campaigns, flying monkeys, gaslighting. They love to gaslight. These are systems of control that have been in place for a very long time. So you got to understand, another thing is that these police, they're corrupt, they're compromised, they're Freemasons. In the Freemasonry Brotherhood, they take these oaths where they got to swear everything to secrecy. Then they go on to the police and they take another oath. So you can already tell right off the bat it's a conflict of interest, contradictory, a breach of trust to the public and the citizens. But don't just take my word for it. You can go online, you can Google this stuff. You can Google gangstalking, you can Google targeted individuals, you can Google Zionists, you can Google Masonic slow dagger treatment or Masonic white glove treatment, and you'll see these are all very dark, demonic, satanic ways they control society and people and outcomes. You guys are all being manipulated. They've got everybody under severe mind control. MK Ultra, even Google that. And what these people do in their lodges is they do these rituals, they sacrifice, they're behind a lot of this human trafficking, they're involved in a lot of the illegal activities that are happening, because that's what this place was built on. It was built on illegal activities, it was built on, drugs, it was built on human trafficking, abuse, actual abuse, if you know what I'm saying. So these people are sadistic, psychopathic by nature. They like to cause harm. They like to hurt people, and they like to watch it happen. They like to witness it. And they especially like to target individuals such as black people, indigenous people, Hispanic people. Remember, these people come from a bloodline of racist, bigotry, and white supremacy. A lot of their government-funded programs, they will actually hire white supremacist organizations to do their dirty work. Though a lot of them will come in from places like Alberta. Alberta's got a lot of them, like the prairies. They'll even bring in people from countries such as like South Africa, apartheid states, because Canada is becoming a tyranny. It's becoming like a third world country, and that's part of the strategy too. With this mass immigration, it's because it's a form of control. They want control. Like, they don't even care if everybody is, in wheelchairs, as long as they have some sort of, in their own mind, sense of control, they're okay. Because we know that's how these so-called white people operate. It's all about control, narcissism, psychopathy, sociopaths. These people are sociopathic by nature. So I say all that to say this. The Most High, Yehovah, Bahashem, Yehoshua HaMashiach, is a just God. And his judgment's on the earth right now. The angels are on the earth right now. The death angels are on the earth right now. So all you satanic, narcissistic, sociopathic, sadistic psychopaths in your secret brotherhoods, your Freemason, Eastern Stars, witchcraft, cult covens, your judgment's here. Exodus 22:18. Thou suffer not a witch to live. You had your chances. You never repented because there's no repentance in you. Now you're going to face the wrath of Yehovah, the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob.